Live from Studio B and KPRC2. Houston Live starts now.
Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to Houston Life. It is June 24th, 2022. I'm Derrick Shore.
And I'm Courtney Savala. We made it to Friday. Woohoo! Coming up, Hollywood star Marlon Wayans stops by Studio B ahead of his stand-up comedy show in Houston tonight. And he's spilling the beans about his latest projects.
All right. Plus, we'll take a trip into space through music. Live in studio, an astronaut and musicians. A look at their unique collaboration for your family. That's coming up.
Are you out of breath?
Yeah,
a little bit. Okay. Then our quest to find out who has the best burger in town. Look at that. We asked you, our viewers, to weigh in for this month's bracket challenge. And our Lauren Kelly is live at the winning spot today. Can you tell what it is? Can you tell? Any hints? Any hints?
I don't know. So many good options. We'll find out the big winner, though. Also, Pride celebrations will be happening all over the city this weekend. Houston Life's Mel Camp is downtown at Discovery Green ahead of tonight's Rainbow on the Green, one of my favorite events. Hey, Mel.
Oh my gosh, guys, it's going to be so much fun down here. I can feel it. And you know what we're doing? We are going to crash, sound check, some amazing performances on the stage tonight. Kinsey Six, Christina Wells, and we're going to talk to all of them. So it's going to be amazing. Absolutely fantastic here at Rainbow on the Green tonight.
All right, we'll see you in just a little bit, Mel. Do appreciate it. Before we get to all of that, though, we need our Friday forecast.
Oh, the forecast. Something tells me, Frank, it's very hot, and we all need to be drinking twice as much water as we are.
Yeah, it'll melt your Skittles, that is for sure.
Oh, melt your rainbow.
I know, right? So hang on to that rainbow. First of all, there are some heat watches and heat advisories up to the northern part of our viewing area, because you know that's that 108-degree feels like, and you're going to get that, it looks like, from, say, Navasota, Huntsville, Livingston. The rest of us will come very close. So even though you may not be in it, and Conroe, Kingwood, Houston, have no fear. Look at these temperatures right now. I have 100 in Huntsville, 98, Conroe, Houston, Sugarland 99, 94 in Lake Jackson. Feels like numbers 103, 104. Take your pick. It is warm out there. So do your best to stay hydrated and stay fabulous. It is going to be a warm one there at Rainbow on the Green. Pride Parade's going to be hot too. We'll talk about the weekend forecast and the little interesting something trying to show up along that front in the Gulf as early as Monday and Tuesday of next week. We'll talk about that.
Okay, Frank, we'll see you in just a little while. Well, we're glad it's Friday, right?
Yes.
My goodness. And yesterday, even though our show was preempted on television, y'all remember we're always streaming on KPRC2+. So I spent the day in New Braunfels over at Schlitterbahn. You were holding down the fort in Studio B. I think we have some photos from our crew because, of course, anytime we do our show, it's not just the two of us. We have a lot of people working hard behind the scenes.
We certainly do. The whole crew, everyone was at Schlitterbahn down in New Braunfels as well. And there's the crew there outside of Schlitterbahn, right?
Yeah, that was our little setup right there. Our photographer, Brian, that's Enrique right there. But Brian and Mel were at the Natural Bridge Wildlife Ranch. And I think Mel is, she's having a good time. Not
I
only
love
is
this
she
picture of Brian with all the birds.
Yes,
so
the parakeets landed on him, one of our photogs there, Brian. And it's been a great time to welcome Mel to Texas. Lauren Kelly took her tubing on the Comal yesterday, and you can tell getting in, if you've ever been, she lost her shoe. Luckily, I think she got it back. But it is a must visit. Of course, getting in and out of the river, that is, I think, the most difficult part of the whole thing.
It is, but it's so fun and so worth it. And while y'all were having fun in New Braunfels, this is what was happening in Studio B.
Yeah, that's
AJ,
right.
He was here yesterday, and he was very sad to not seen you.
Oh, well, I'm sad to have not seen him, but that was a fun little selfie we took, though.
So when we were talking about where you were, and he's like, where's Derrick? I don't understand, where's Derrick? I said, well, he's in New Braunfels. He was like, New Waffles? So we made a little video and sent that to you yesterday.
I know, it was sweet. It's always really fun when AJ or Connor, when they come to visit. We'll have family and friends come to the studio and watch the show. We have some visitors today, actually, so it's always nice when people stop by.
It certainly is. Okay, so officially summer, hot. What you doing this weekend?
Summer. Well, gosh, if only I had, you know, the right tools to get me through.
Yeah, this is an empty glass.
Well, first step, here you go. Here's a margarita in a can.
My favorite.
Well, you know, I am practical and reasonable, so there you go. But if only I had, I don't know, some footwear with holes in it that could help me get through the summer.
What do you mean, footwear with holes?
You know what I ordered for Brandon.
Did you get the lottery?
They're here.
Oh,
Guys,
my word.
check it out. I am not a paid spokesperson for Crocs.
But you should be.
But I'm a new owner of them. And gosh, they feel good. Look at these.
They're like
Complete with a
walking on
line,
clouds.
An umbrella. Check this, a little bottle opener there.
Derrick, they're even better in person.
So I ordered these for Brandon in the lottery. We won. And I gotta tell you, his first response was not so positive. I posted this on my Instagram page, and I got hate messages from people.
I'm sorry, what?
Like anti-Crocs messages.
Why?
People were like, Brandon's gonna dump you, it's time.
No, listen.
They said that.
Hey, Crocs deserve love too.
They do.
They do. Very practical. You can garden in them.
Yes.
Get them wet.
Yeah, look at
NBD
that.
when they're wet.
Well, and in case you're wondering, you can't buy them online anymore, so don't even try. I have the only pair in Houston.
Limited edition. And
What'd you call these on the front? Giblets?
No, not giblets. That's the innards.
Oh, of a turkey.
Yeah, not gibbets.
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 I got these Crocs with turkey innards all over them.
Yes, but these are so fun. What
know,
happened to our fun music?
I don't know. Anyway.
And the lost shaker of salt. Y'all get it?
Yeah.
There it
okay.
is.
Well,
Thank
Brandon,
you.
you're welcome, and please don't dump me for bringing these home later today, okay? Aren't they fun?
Listen, no one's dumping anybody over Crocs. Crocs deserve love.
Famous last words.
They do. They deserve love. Listen, you know how we always love these like crazy viral videos of people kind of, doing mean things for no reason?
Oh, I don't love videos
Karens.
of people doing mean things.
Well, this has been viewed almost 300,000 times. So, sorry, I'm guessing we're going to. Okay, so there is a wedding, an outdoor wedding.
Oh, I
Imagine
saw
this.
Yeah.
And just as the bride was going down the aisle, what happened?
There they are. It's
they're
beautiful. Look at this
beautiful.
setting
Look at
too.
the
Wow.
outdoor, and it's by a body of
green.
water. As she's walking down, you see everybody kind of turning around?
Yeah.
The neighbor starts to mow the lawn. Can you hear it?
You can hear it. Yeah, there she is.
There she is. She has not mowed this lawn in quite some time, because we're going to get a little closer look here.
But at one point she looks up too. Like,
Oh, yeah.
she knows exactly what's
going on.
doing in this moment.
Yeah. The second the bride started walking, that's when she decided to mow the lawn. Here's the thing. This is obviously homes with lots of acreage. See, there's like water in the background. It's like near a body of water. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the neighbors knew. Like AJ gets a drum set for Christmas. We're like telling people like, hey,
Sorry about the drums. But
we have a wedding in between, hey, we're going to have a wedding. And could you imagine?
But even if you didn't notify your neighbors that you were about to have a wedding, I mean, the woman clearly sees that a wedding is going on.
Yeah.
And she's mowing the lawn to, like, spite them.
It is so crazy. This happened on June 11th, and as I said, almost 300,000 views. The reviews were, I'm not going to say they're mixed, but there were definitely more for the bride side.
Mixed reviews.
But some people are saying, like, her property, her right, she could do whatever she wanted, blah, blah, blah. But it's just rude.
But there's also neighborly behavior. Like, I think there are ways you can show kindness to your neighbor, or just like common courtesy. Like if you have a very loud engine on your car and you're revving it at 7 in the morning or even 9 in the morning, like no one wants to hear your loud car.
What I thought was interesting is one of the comments they said, well, they hope they were doing that party till like 3 a.m. for that lady to just hear the music all night long.
And one commenter said, I hope they go and ring her doorbell at 3 in the morning from now on.
It's just bad behavior.
Well,
I mean,
maybe
one
there's a
moment,
backstory.
let her walk down the aisle.
What about the golden rule? Remember that one? Treat others as you would like to be treated? Yeah. Oh.
Hey, cheers to your Crocs.
Oh, thank you. They're Brandon's Crocs. I'm just breaking them in today on TV.
I can't wait to see the Instagram post later.
Oh, gosh, I am so relaxed here.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
And they're airy as well. Still to come.
I'm not wearing a thing.
We're live getting ready for Pride weekend, the big performances and fun for the whole family. That's coming up.
And also, adults and kids alike are fascinated by NASA and space. Up next, we are chatting with astronaut John Harrington about a free musical show that you can catch tonight. Houston Life will be right back.
And when the time came, all the maidens, including the Yellow Corn Sisters, tried throwing their corn meal at the omate, but nothing would stick. Then Moon tossed her corn gently against the pearl omate, and every grain stayed. Not one fell to the ground.
Welcome back to Houston Life. That is astronaut John Harrington, the first Native American to fly into space, narrating the beautiful music of the Apollo Chamber Players. It's where space and music meet, and you can catch it happening tonight at Miller Outdoor Theater. Astronaut John Harrington and Matthew Dietrich, the founder of Apollo Chamber Players, join us now with more on this special event. Gentlemen, welcome back to Studio B.
Thank you.
It's been a minute. It's good to have you back. We always love having you. And Moonstrike is the title of tonight's program. This is similar but updated. It's an updated version of what you did the last time you came on the show talking about.
It is. I mean, this time it's curated for the big stage of Miller Outdoor Theater. We have some wonderful new artistic renderings, illustrations by Dustin Mader, a Chickasaw artist, to go along with the performance, and we're just looking forward to it. It's a celebration of folk music, storytelling, poetry, and space exploration.
That's fun.
It is super cool. And John, of course, you were the first Native American to go into space, as we just mentioned. What's it like for you to be able to sort of like retrace your space roots, right? I mean, I'm not sure if you have any plans to go back into space, but this seems like a great way to sort of reconnect with this idea.
Well, it's always fun to come back to Houston, and to do this with Apollo Chamber Players is fantastic. I had dinner with a good friend of mine, astronaut Rex Walheim, who's retired. He's down in Johnson Space Center. I get to see a lot of good friends, so it's always fun to come back.
Well, we love having you. You live in Montana now?
Yes, I do. It's 38 degrees when I left, hence the fan, right? Woo.
Just like Houston, right?
Yeah.
Just like Houston. Matt, talk to us about, we know a little bit about the story of the founding of Chamber Players, if you could refresh our memory on that, but also the birth of this marriage between NASA and space travel and also music.
Well, first of all, I started playing the violin when I was 3 years old. But I also had a fascination with space. I went to space camp and I had a teacher who actually married, in his lessons, he married Native American stories with astronomy. And 20 years later, I was thinking about a project to do for Apollo Chamber Players to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Apollo lunar landing. And it just hit me like a lightning bolt that, hey, let's celebrate it through some astrological stories. So I called up Jared Tate, our wonderful composer of Moonstrike, and he hooked us up with John. Yep. And it's been a wonderful collaboration ever since. So Apollo does have a inspiration with the boldness of Houston, Texas, and kind of the can-do spirit of Space City.
And what about the
music?
The Turkish folk influence in this music as well? It seems like you have a very interesting combination of cultures. Well,
multiculturalism is something that we're very proud of representing through our music. Erberk Erlemaz is this wonderful Turkish composer that's steeped in the music of his native land, and one of his pieces will be sent on an astrobiotic lander to the moon to represent humanity for millennia.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding. It's called Was Her Face the Moon or Sunlight, and it's a really wonderful Turkish poem.
Oh, it's fabulous music. Yeah. I listened to the rehearsal yesterday. I was like, oh my goodness. Incredible.
And John, talk to us for you. Like, what is this experience like for you? What do you really hope that the viewers and people in the audience take away after this program?
Well, I think the neat thing is my late wife, it was her idea. And she got together with Jared some time ago and said, hey, let's come together and compose something and let John narrate it. And she passed away about 4 years ago. But this is a culmination of that. Jared came up with some beautiful music, and then got to meet the Apollo Chamber Players and Matt come down here. So I hope folks to come away with this as it's a, sharing a cultural nature of what Jared can compose, and then kind of tying the space part into it, and I get to narrate that. It's just, it honors my wife. It honors my late wife really well.
They have a picture of her right there.
Here, I'm going to turn this around so our
This CD, Moonstrike, is hot off the press and will be released officially later this summer. But it really features some standout artwork from Dustin Mader.
That is incredible. Wow. And John, thank you for sharing that story. It is such a beautiful way to honor her memory.
It is.
So the music is something, in case people cannot make it out to Miller Outdoor Theater, they can purchase a CD. Is that correct?
Not yet, but soon. Soon. Actually, but they can tonight, and John will be there providing his John Hancock, his famous
And it's live streamed as well.
And it is live streamed as well. But
okay, perfect.
If people want a CD now, they have to come to the show.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for stopping by. I think we have the info that we can pop up on the screen. This is Miller Outdoor Theater again tonight, Friday, June 24th. It all starts at 8:30 p.m. It's one of the most beautiful places in Houston. Great views, pack a little dinner and enjoy the music of the Apollo Chamber
We
players.
have some fans too.
Yeah.
for us.
And you'll be passing out fans. Critical for this time of year. John Harrington, Matt Dietrich, thank you so much for stopping by Houston
so
Life.
Rick, thanks.
Great to see you.
You too.
All right, to learn more about this concert, you can always visit our website and look for the Scene on Houston Life section, houstonlife.tv. Now let's send things on over to Courtney. Hi, Courtney.
Hey, Derrick, thanks so much. Still to come, he's in the building, y'all. Actor, comedian, and writer Marlon Wayans gets candid about family life and the surprises in store for his Houston show tonight. There he is. He's making his way to Studio B, and it's a tough assignment for Lauren Kelly today. She's getting ready to dive into a really great burger. Girl, I'm starving. I'm so jealous.
You know, Courtney, I really hate these tough assignments, but today you guys voted and we are letting you know who you chose that has the best burger in Houston. Don't zoom out too far just yet. It's a secret. When we come back, I'll tell you where we are and who won. It's when Houston Life returns. Stickers and mics.
Welcome back to Houston Life. All right, burger fans, all month long, we here at Houston Life have been on the hunt for the best burger in town, and it's a tough, tall order because there are so many great options here.
So many great options. We teamed up with Karbach Brewing Company for this bracket challenge, and y'all came through big time in our online poll. Are you ready? Oh, well, if you're looking at the screen, then you know. The winner is Christian's Tailgate.
All right.
And of course, Lauren Kelly is joining us from their Heights location now. I know this one well, Lauren, and I agree with this winner.
I think a lot of Houstonians, Courtney and Derrick, know this one well. Congratulations, Christian's Tailgate. Best burger in town. Let me tell you, it's a Friday. It's 3:30, and these people are ready to celebrate because absolutely one of the best burgers in town. Chris Allen, co-owner
one of the
here.
best burgers. It is the
best burger in Houston. First of all, there's a really cool background with Christian's Tailgate, right?
Christian's Tailgate started back in the 50s, so almost 70 years old, as a true mom and pop burger stand, and the Steve Christian and his family, and it was called Christian's Totem. And we'll jump ahead 70 years to Christian's Tailgate now. And
You're just so excited.
Thank the citizens of Houston enough, and thank you for voting our burger best again. And we do have a great burger. And in fact, the Astros coming on in a little while. It's a great place to watch the game too.
Absolutely. You guys have so many televisions here. Here's your award. I'm going to give it to you right here.
Much.
So while we're talking about the burger, though, I want you to show it off and tell everybody what makes it so fantastic.
Hey, you know what Steve Christian told me this years ago? It's a 3-napkin burger. 1 napkin to wipe your mouth, and then 1 to wipe each forearm and elbow, because they are just big, juicy, fresh, never frozen patties. Everything's fresh.
You're really just getting in there. You know, you put your arms on the table and look at the onion rings. I was going to say.
Hand battered. They're handmade. They're nothing frozen about that. And we've just done it the same way for almost 70 years.
And you called the owner, you called Mr. Christian, and you told him about the award.
If you may have seen Steve Christian back in the day, he's quite a character, and you know, he's a good friend and an advisor. And I called Steve and told him, and he let out the loudest yelp in the world, and I go, you got to be up here, and he goes, I'm in Pittsburgh, and he goes, but Chris, man, we are I'm so proud of what you guys have done. We've owned Christian's Tailgate for about 10 or 12 years now, and just carried on the family tradition and the good work that Steve Christian and his family started.
Well, big shouts out to Madsen, who co-owns. Melanie, part of your staff.
He's camera shy, but he's standing right over there. This is my buddy Gary Lynn. These fellas right here, all of them here to enjoy just a Friday afternoon at Christian's Tailgate.
The whole table behind you has burgers. What do you guys think of the burger at your table? Is it pretty good?
Oh, they're amazing.
You need some more. It looks like you need some more napkins. Get those elbows in there. But when it comes to the burgers here at Christian's, we got to talk about what you can wash it down with, and that's where our good buddy Josh Lindsay with Karbach comes in. And like you said, Chris, he said the Astros are playing tonight, so you know what we have to have on the table.
Well, you know, a burger and a Bach is hard to beat, and Crawford Bach definitely fits that bill right there. I mean, just look at this pairing by itself. I mean, it's exactly what you want, whether it's an Astros game or just a beautiful day out in the city. It's a perfect pairing.
You know what's so nice of you, Josh, is that you laid out my selections, but you didn't put one for yourself or for Chris over here. I guess I'm just have to sample these all by myself.
Well, you know, I know Christian's Tailgate will get us taken care of, and we'll find some cold Frosties to enjoy.
Absolutely. And not to mention, can we just talk about the last time I was here, I was on the karaoke stage. This is a great spot for karaoke.
Stage, yeah, every Friday and Saturday night it's packed in the main main room. And yeah, she's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. I can't. A lot of times that I remember leaving this spot having a great time. Chris, congratulations again on the award.
Much. Houston, thank you, Houston, Texas. We love you.
We got some burgers to down.
Four locations.
Four locations here. Burgers to down, but right now, Derrick and Courtney, maybe I'll wrap something up and bring it back to you guys in Studio B. If
this is maybe business, Lauren Kelly.
It might not make it back in the car.
Oh my gosh. Well, I love Chris. He needs his own show. I see him often at the Heights location. We love it.
And also, Lauren, my big question for you is, how do you get your mouth around those burgers? They are
How do I get my mouth around?
so big.
Josh, can you hold this? Can you hold this?
I can.
Oh, mic holder. Here we go. Get it, Lauren.
I don't know.
Get it.
Are you going for the tongue roll?
You got this.
Go. Go.
You're a champ.
Wow. Okay. All right. You got it, Lauren.
You need 3 napkins.
1, 2.
Lauren, thank you so much. And give our buddy Gary Lynn there a high five and a big shout out for us.
Thank you. I sure will. High five. Yep. There we go. Oh, elbow.
Elbows.
There you go. All right, Lauren, thanks so much. Turning now to Pride. June is Pride Month, and this weekend there will be celebrations all across the city, and you're taking part in one too.
Yeah, Rainbow on the Green, one of my favorite events downtown at Discovery Green. Mel Camp is there right now with more on some of tonight's special guests. Hi, Mel.
Oh my gosh, Derrick and Courtney, look at this. I am crashing sound check with the Kinsey Six. Can I do something? Oh my goodness, guys. Oh, sorry. Hi, I'm Mel. Yeah, I'm Mel from Houston Life. I just crashed your sound check, sorry.
Oh, that's wow. No problem.
You guys sound amazing.
Thank you. We know.
No?
Okay.
Why, can I?
I don't know. You tell me.
No, I can't sing.
Okay.
So, okay, fine.
Well, then you'll just live
Doobie doobie dooba woo. Oh my gosh. Okay, so guys, you're going to be performing tonight. 7 o'clock, you can get down here.
Yes, we are. Yes.
To Discovery Green for Rainbow on the Green.
Woo!
You guys, okay, I want to know, how long do you need to transform? Because you do not look like the
not
regular...
Not enough time, as a matter of fact. Never. No, there's never enough time.
It takes me at least an hour to shave alone.
Right.
Yeah, actually, how do you turn this into like smooth...
It's just a mess.
Lady face.
That's all. You know, 5 minutes.
The magic of the
It's a big piece of fly paper. You just rip it right off.
We don't reveal our secrets.
Okay, guys, I want to know, give us a little taste. I know we had a little at the top, but tonight, maybe sing us out back to Courtney and Derrick. I don't know. Have you got yeah. And this will be amazing because you can see the Kinsey Six tonight, 7 p.m. Rainbow on the Green here at Discovery Green. It is going to be so much fun. And I will let these guys take it away. Woo!
Come see us at Rainbow.
Fantastic.
Thanks so much. Okay, I think they sound good with all 4 members. 5 is maybe a little too much.
Oh.
Sorry, Mel. Sorry, Mel. But also, Kinsey Six, they are known as a dragapella group.
Right.
They're so much fun, and as you can hear by their harmonies, they're also very talented.
Extremely talented. And I like seeing them in drag, but I also like seeing them
as dudes.
As dudes.
Yeah.
With great voices. Still ahead, get ready for a fun sit down with comedy star Marlon Wayans. He's getting closer to Studio B, people. The actor stopped by our studio ahead of his show tonight.
And KPRC2's Zach Lajway is in studio highlighting a brand new series on KPRC2 Plus, focusing on the special bond between shelter animals and the families who adopt them. Don't go away. Houston Life will be right back. Welcome back to Houston Life. Derrick Shore here along with Courtney at 3:31 p.m. Don't you feel ready for a Friday?
I do. How are those Crocs feeling on those feet?
What Crocs? What do you mean?
What, those? Put them on the poof.
The poof, there we
There.
Oh, wow, this
See?
is comfortable.
And the gibbets, it's perfect.
This is really nice.
Let's check in with Christine, Bill, and Frank for a look at what they have coming up at 4. I'm guessing y'all are jealous of these Crocs.
I mean, to say the least. Are you supposed to wear socks with those?
You
No,
can.
No socks.
You can.
No.
I
need to
don't
get
Talk
myself
to the
covered.
kids.
You can.
The kids.
You can. Justin
Yeah.
Bieber's.
But
Justin
why-
Bieber's. I
And
have
Post
on these black
Malone,
Crocs.
Posty,
And socks.
the Biebs, socks.
Why would you do that?
Because
Listen,
Justin Bieber does it.
I'm telling you.
Socks with Crocs? It would ruin the look. I
Yeah,
mean,
well, but
I
if
think
you
this
wanna
look
like
is
Justin
complete.
Bieber, you know
It
what?
is a full vibe.
They're amazingly comfortable.
Did you say all I need is a Zima? Is that what you said?
Do they make those anymore?
I hope so. I'm running to get them now. Did I hear that?
I don't know what that is.
A Zima?
I really don't.
Well, come to my house. You'll find out.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a wine cooler. It started the wine cooler movement.
Wow.
Time for weather.
Okay.
Wrap it up.
You know, it is the weekend, Frank.
Stay
so,
hydrated
hey.
with whatever you prefer. Just
It
make
sounds
sure
like
you don't have a stroke.
Isn't that a skin condition?
No, that's very different.
I would like to tell y'all, okay? You don't care.
Oh my gosh, we are off the rails.
Okay,
Frank,
you know
save
it's
us.
hot. I mean, we'll get right through that. It's in the 90s, upper 90s, 100 now in Huntsville and over in Brenham. Feels like numbers 101, 103, 105. Dangerous heat. Do be careful if you're headed out to Rainbow on the Green. Derrick's going to be there tonight. 95, 92, 89. This is going to be warm all the way through. And then tomorrow for Pride, if you're headed that way, I've taken it down from 102 to 100. I know that's splitting hairs there, but that's at least some help. But it's going to be really, really warm. No rain for us, but this high pressure that continues over the weekend is finally going to give way to this front. So things get a little interesting as we head into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I want to show you, this is the American Model Futurecast. Keep your eye on this right here. This is a little low pressure system that wants to move our way. It's a little strong to suggest that it's going to become anything like a tropical depression. I guess it could. We'll watch it carefully. More than anything, it's a low that wants to move into our area on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. That's the American Model. If that happens, that's a good, healthy rain for 3 days, like maybe 4 or 5 inches of rain. I'll have that coming up at 4. The European also suggests rain, not quite as bullish on this, but it does give us some good rains as we go into the first 3 days of next week. So a lot to talk about in that regard. But today and tomorrow and Sunday, 100 degrees all the way through, 60% chance of rain by Monday. I'll take you all the way to the 4th of July. If you're not wearing your Crocs for the 4th of July, well.
I mean,
Right.
you're totally missing the boat there.
It's a Zima day.
I expect a pair, right?
That's right.
Thank you, Frank. Here's a look at some of the stories we're working on this afternoon.
Yeah, we are following several big developments today. First, the U.S. Supreme Court has overturned Roe v. Wade, ending 50 years of federal abortion rights. What this means for people on both sides of that issue and what the state of Texas is poised to do next.
Plus, the House of Representatives has passed a wide-ranging gun bill and will send it to President Joe Biden for his signature. We'll take a closer look at what's included in that bill.
And the rising prices at the grocery store don't have to impact your healthy eating habits. We're going to show you how to make the best choices for you without breaking the budget. So a lot to cover at 4 o'clock, you guys.
Including some Zimas on that grocery list, but that's a story for another day.
Listen, cheers to that.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you at 4 o'clock. Shifting gears now, adopting a shelter pet is the perfect way to save an animal, but oftentimes the human adopters say the pets actually save them.
I believe that. KPRC2's Zach Lajway is launching a new series called Pet Connection, taking a personal look at the relationship between people, pets, and the shelters who bring them together.
It was a Sunday. I was out with my friends at a bar.
Ana Diaz Covarrubias was not looking for a love connection that weekend, but fortunately for her and a big old boy named Bruiser, their paths crossed.
This first story is special to me for many reasons. I was introduced to Bruiser months ago when he was still in need of finding his forever family.
According to staff at the shelter, this pup spent more time at the shelter than any other dog.
Brew really had 3 things going against him.
1, Brew is big. We know in Texas, dogs larger than 40 pounds tend to stay in the shelter system longer. 2, Brew is heartworm positive. Although the condition is treatable and preventable, that status intimidates people from adopting pets that are positive. 3, like many dogs, Brew did not show well at the shelter.
people often think of animal rescue, animal advocacy being all about the animal, but really it's a people business too.
Carrie McKeel is Texas's communications strategist for Best Friends Animal Society. The organization's mission is to end the killing of shelter pets by 2025. Bruiser found himself at risk for euthanasia because he kept getting overlooked at the shelter. I had the pleasure of meeting Bruiser at an adoption event hosted by Best Friends Animal Society. We took this picture together. Sadly, Bruiser did not find his forever family at that event.
Then Super Bowl weekend rolled around.
That's when Ana Diaz Covarrubias spotted Bruiser near a bench with a couple.
I was like, hi, can I pet him? And I saw his bandana, and he had a best friend's bandana. And we talked for a minute. I was going personally through some stuff, and I just felt like I needed a friend. And she offered to let me have him for 2 weeks and just have a little sleepover.
Ana became what we call a foster failure.
I'm a big foster fail. He's not going anywhere until the day we both die.
Ana says Brew changed a lot during the 2-week sleepover. She noticed he really began to open up near the end of his stay. Her advice to anyone thinking about adopting: try fostering and be patient.
And Zach is joining us now with more on this series. What a great story. And I love that connection of, that is such a stressful environment for these animals, especially for Brew, because he was there for so long. He never got a chance to relax, and he was probably so stressed out.
It's true, they are so stressed in those environments. So when you get them outside of those, those confines, they open up. And it does take time. They're not going to open up overnight, but if you're willing to invest that time, you might find your forever friend.
Well, we've told the story of Tex here on the show, and the first day I saw him at the shelter, he was afraid of me. He backed away. He was a very different dog than he is now. We hear stories like this, Zach, all the time. And I'm glad that you made the point of fostering, because for people who are maybe not ready to take on a dog, fostering is a great way to go.
And as we know, there are so many pets, thousands of animals, from dogs, cats, exotic pets that need homes, especially throughout the Houston area. So if you're not able to commit to adopting, a good way to try is to foster. And if you can't foster, volunteer your time. Head down to a rescue or a shelter. Donate money if you can, donate time. Just bringing the dog or a cat out on a walk, whether that be to a park or a beach or hanging out with children, it can make the world of a difference.
It really can. It also allows the family to see if they're ready, which I think is really great. It's really great for younger kids as well. Great series.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zach. And by the way, we should point out, if you are watching Houston Life online right now, be sure to look for Pet Connection on clicktohouston.com or on KPRC2 Plus on your streaming device.
Well, welcome back. He's a quadruple threat actor, producer, writer, and film director, known for his very funny roles in films such as White Chicks, Scary Movie, and his popular stand-up specials. And he's back in Houston to deliver the laughs as part of his Microphone Fiend Tour. Let's welcome back to the studio comedy legend, Marlon Wayans.
Damn, legend. Woo! Too young looking in the face to be a legend.
You like that intro, huh?
I like it. That was I didn't realize how much work I've done. I've done a lot of work.
You've done a lot of work.
I've been working for a long time.
And that's a good thing, man. It's a real good thing.
It's crazy when you're like, oh my God, Scary Movie, White Chicks, don't be missed. Like, yo, White Chicks just celebrated its 18th birthday.
That is amazing.
And we look great. We still look like babies.
Yes, yes. Listen, you were last here in 2019, so I'm glad we didn't totally mess it up when you were here the first time. Thanks for coming back.
Anytime.
We appreciate it. Look, we got a little throwback video.
Oh, look at that.
My hair's totally a different color, but it's all good.
My hair looks exactly the same.
Well, listen, we had a little thing called the pandemic since you were on. But
my beard got longer. See
a little bit, yeah.
Filled in a little bit. Yeah, man, I finally hit puberty.
How did you survive the pandemic? I mean, was it like, were you baking banana bread? What'd you do?
I got to do something that I didn't get to do for a long time. Sleep.
Chill.
Hang out with my kids,
yeah.
Go barbecue and cook over their house and hang out and have great conversations with their mom and really bond as a family and sleep.
Right.
And I got to put together a grill and read IKEA furniture directions and do things that I didn't have time to do.
Exactly.
It was a good time. In spite of all that was bad, I always found some good in it.
That is so awesome. And I know you're a proud dad. I know
Yes.
that you love to talk about your children.
Yes.
And happy Pride, by the way.
Thank you.
And I know that. Listen, 2020 was
for my daughter.
for your daughter,
Yeah.
right? 2020, I know was.
You said Happy Pride to me. I was like, Happy Pride. No, but my daughter, yes,
yeah.
I celebrate. We actually last year I bought us all Pride sweaters. And we rocked them, and it was cool. I mean, I think it's important that not only just to be, to celebrate like Pride, but just, celebrate people for them and their individuality.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, people got to feel comfortable in their skin, and they got to be loved. And I think everybody should work toward being transparent about who they ultimately are, and be brave enough to be who you are, and just know that people that love you are gonna love you. And so I'm me. I've never been married. You gotta love me for me being me.
Right. Right. And I think it's so lovely to have celebrities status like you to be able to tell that story and say it's okay to love everyone where they're at.
It's so great to see my daughter happy.
Yeah.
I don't care what they tell me the pronoun. They feel like they wanted. I just want you to smile from the inside out every day. That's all I want. That's why I do stand-up comedy. I just want to make people laugh about their differences, exploring that through my own lens and my own self and my own experience.
Right. And there's laughter is so good for the soul. You know this. You've been, promoting this your entire career. But for people to come in and see your shows, watch your movies, to exhale whatever they're dealing with in their life in that moment, to exhale, to laugh, to not worry about it is so important.
You're a healer. I'm a deliverer of smiles.
Yeah.
And that's my angelic duty, is to deliver people smiles. On your worst day, it's like if you're having a bad day, you come to my show, I'm not going to change your life, but I'm going to change your mood. You're going to leave that show feeling better than you did when you walked in. If you were happy, you're going to leave my show and you're going to be happier than you were when you came to the show.
I love that.
So I'm going to be at the
That's right. Bayou Music Center.
The Bayou Music Center tonight at
7:30.
7:30. Doors open. Get your tickets. Hurry up at Marlon Wayans Official.com or LiveNation.com. And I'm going to be in San Antonio tomorrow night at the Aztec Theater in San Antonio. But tonight, Bayou Music Center.
Yes.
Come on through. Get these laughs. And after, when I leave, go see Damon. He's at the Houston Improv.
Yeah, I know. Brothers in town. I love that. Hey, listen, 2020 was really great for you, too.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to talk about everything you did. You starred in Sofia Coppola's movie On the Rocks opposite Rashida Jones and Bill Murray. Most recently seen as Ted White in MGM's Aretha Franklin's biopic Respect. What was that like for you?
Yeah, it was great. I love doing drama. I love because I can do characters, right? So when I'm doing a drama, I know how to dip into a character and give them portray it in a real way. So I really enjoyed doing drama. I enjoy doing romance. I'm looking forward to doing action, and these are my best years. The first 30, I learned to be extremely funny.
Right.
And now these next 25, 30 years, I'm gonna get the girl.
It's so awesome.
Yeah.
It's so awesome kind of honing that craft.
Yep.
Hey, we had a co-star of yours on the show earlier this week, Priya Ferguson from Stranger Things.
Little Priya, what you doing out here?
Yeah.
Take your little behind the school. Yeah, she's in my movie. We co-star in a movie that I produced and comes out Halloween. It's called The Curse of Bridge Hollow.
Mm-hmm.
And that comes out this Halloween. It's a father and daughter that have to save the world because the Halloween decorations all come to life. And it's a really funny, sweet movie.
I love it.
It's going to be on Netflix in September.
She was real excited about it too. She was super sweet. It was great to have her here. Let me talk about your HBO Max comedy special. It was released.
Which one? I got two.
Okay.
I have You Know What It Is, which was my stand-up comedy special, and then I did a comedy stand-up special that I did with my buddies.
With your buds.
All my buddies, and it's called Headliners. And basically, all these guys opened up for me. When I first started doing stand-up comedy, I met this group of guys, and they was like, what the hell Marlon Wayans doing here? He fell off. He must be on crack. And I was just learning stand-up from the bottom up.
Right.
So they all came up with me, and then they opened for me, a lot of them. And so I wanted to open for them and make them the headliners and make them the stars. And so I made us all wear suits and dope sneakers, and we all put out great performances. DC Irvin, he's right here. DC, come say hi to the people.
Oh, hey, DC.
Come to DC.
Oh, he's like, I'm in a t-shirt.
So am I. You too cute. That's your problem. You gotta come get this love. Let these people know you, so they can buy a ticket to your show. DC Irvin, he's opening for me, and he went from headlining. He's back to opening for me. All right.
Well, it's so great because I love this because you talk about fatherhood, fear, dating, disappointment, and adult orthodonture. Adult braces.
Yes.
Are you doing adult braces?
No, that's in the special. That's what they all talk about.
Okay.
I'm good. My teeth good.
I was gonna say.
At this point, I'm 49. If I got crooked teeth, they just gonna be crooked. I ain't gonna spend 2 years of my life with my mouth hurting to try to be cute in my ugliest years. No, I'm good.
With the headgear?
No, I
bring
ain't
the
doing
headgear
all
back?
Doing all that.
Okay, listen, tonight, Bayou Music Center, the show starts at 7:30, doors opening at 6, and tickets start at $30. $30, people. Come on.
That's a steal. What's wrong with these people?
It's a steal.
Raise them ticket prices.
Oh, forget it. Ticket prices are higher now after that. HoustonLife.tv is where to get it over as well. It's seen on Houston Life section of our website. Thanks for coming in again. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Love catching up with you.
Thank you. Anytime.
Welcome
Appreciate
back to H-Town.
Houstonians, come on through.
Yes, they're coming. When we
Y'all
come
ain't
back, find out what's coming up on next week's Houston Life, including a big award for a local drama teacher. But first, here's a look at what's coming up on Entertainment Tonight.
Courtney, tonight on ET, new details from Johnny versus Amber, why the case returned to court. Plus, Kelly Clarkson's costly divorce and Natalie Portman on her Thor return. You don't want to miss it. That is tonight at 6:30 right here on KPRC2. Now, stay right there. Houston Life will be right back.
Coming up Monday on Houston Life, we are putting our acting chops to the test with a high school theater director honored at this year's Tony Awards.
And what would it be like to walk around inside a painting? Monday, we're live inside the immersive Monet exhibit. It is fantastic.
I cannot wait to go. I was going to go last night, but I was in New Braunfels, got home late. But how was it? Did you go?
Unbelievable. It was beautiful, airy, and light. It's lovely.
Okay, I can't wait. Well, happy Friday, everyone. Happy
Friday.
Pride. We'll see you tonight at Rainbow on the Green. In the meantime, we'll send it on over to Bill and Christine in Studio A.
Cheers.
Pretend cheers to you
Yeah,
guys.
there you go.
Hey, you guys enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.
Thanks.
Sounds good.
Happy Friday.
You too.